We'll start with a quick review of this book, Mysteries of the Microscopic World. We'll refer to this as a book. I'll give this book 2 out of 5. Some very little interesting information, some unrelated information, just half of it I think was just kind of not related even. Related, but not good stories or just too much background history and things like that I'm not appreciative of. Again, it's personal, but for me, this was not the best. I think another problem is that the information, it's a complex subject, so the information that was interesting, the delivery wasn't well made. It didn't simplify things well enough for people who are not from the field to understand. So I think there is better books about it. There is some information there, obviously, but not good enough. So 2 out of 5. What's in the notes? Species competition is more than out of the species since they both compete for the exact same resources. So in species, competition is greater because they're working on they're competing for the same resources. Romans believed illness is caused by imbalance of bodily fluids. That's why they tried to take some blood out and put some blood in to try all kinds of insane ideas. Penicillin doesn't kill bacteria, rather it prevents it from reproducing. Just interesting to know that it doesn't kill it, just literally just prevent. Bacteria evolves 10,000 times faster than we do. That's why there's more mutation there. Reducing fever is not always advised since it's the body's defense mechanism. It's not always good to reduce fever because we are intervening with our body's defense. The germ of laziness is a worm that feeds on the body, making people weak and lazy. So they call it the germ of laziness, but they categorize people as lazy but didn't know what's going on. But then they figure out that there's a worm feeding on the body and makes it lazy and weak because there is less energy. Many virus mortalities don't follow a U-shaped curve. Follow. While some have a W-shaped curve. So U-shaped curve, usually it's like people who are younger die a lot, and people who are not young but very young die, and very old die. And in the middle, there is less deaths. Some of them are W, so very young and very old, and middle are dying. So just like in between those, so the lower parts of the W don't. So maybe it will be like a 10 to 20 or a 5 to 15, and then 35 to 45, something like that. That it don't die, so it depends on the situation. Sometimes if it has a W shape, it's usually also overreaction of the immune system. That's why people die more. Pathogens spread through blood, feces, and air. So that's usually how pathogens spread. That's usually the main 3 ways they spread around. Higher carbon dioxide levels increase the rate of development of plants, which increase pollen rates. That's increase allergy rates. So there is more pollen, more carbon dioxide, more trees, and etc. The last one, many diseases jumped from cattle to humans when we start living next to cattle or with cattle. So many people lived with a cow in the house, they said. That's when many diseases jumped around. As for the notes, again, some very little interesting data for me at least. Not very good delivery. That'll be a 2 out of 5. Thank you.